but like just the authenticity of hip hop, it's very rich. It's not like any genre. If you hear something from this guy, most of the time it's coming from him and it's
Yeah.
his life. So you feel connected, and that's what people want. That's what I guess. So what makes hip hop very rich is like you feel connected to that person.
And like
Yeah,
writing is such a skill that you're gonna continuously work on lifelong.
yeah. And you write from the standpoint of where you are. I think that's one of the best things about rap is that you can really grow with your craft. Because people want real life. The more
Yeah.
real you give people, the more interested they are in you.
Nothing, man. Like always keep it
It's,
authentic. Always keep it
yeah,
real.
it's your
Just talk
thing.
about what's true for you.
Yes. And that's what people connect with.
Mm.
Even if it's trash, people connect that it's you. Like somebody's gonna like connect with it.
I like that, bro.
Even if it's trash, like I know some of the songs I create are trash, but it's me.
Mm.
I take it. Because sometimes it's not even about quality.
Yeah.
It's just about like expressing
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like a different frequency that you're on.
Welcome, mate. What's going on?
Nothing much, just chilling.
Um,
What's up?
I'm gonna start off with man. Start off with how's music been recently?
Music has been chill,
Sorry. Talk
chill,
about
chill.
talk up. Chill.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think the last video I saw up on your Instagram was something about India.
Oh, India.
Yeah, I think you
Yes, yes,
had like a little
yes, yes.
acapella.
Yes, yes, yes. I think that was one of
What
the
was that? What
sessions.
was that all about?
It's actually a song that I made with like piano and drums and what did I put on it? But I just put the acapella on
That all in the box?
Instagram as a snippet. Huh?
Is that all in the box? All on the computer?
Yes, yes. All on the computer, but it's not like you know how people do like pasting
Yeah.
the I hate that. I play everything. I play everything, but it's just I use the MIDI keyboard.
Yeah. What do you got for a MIDI keyboard?
I have this.
Is that a Korg?
It's
Canadian
a
instrument?
Korg. Wow, I think you got
Have you got the
it.
sensitivity as well to it?
Sensitivity, what do you mean?
You know, when you go into your DAW, you know, you have the velocities. So how hard you press
Yes.
to change the sound.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. It is, it is. So it's not like it doesn't go up to like 107, 127.
Yeah.
So if you press it hard, it goes hard. If you press low, it goes slow. So
Yeah.
it's good, and you can change it. So it's nice. And I have a mini what is it, drum pad thingy that I use. I'll
Drum
show you.
pad.
It's just like a little that thing right there.
Yeah. You know what the
The
original hip hop things were? There is NPCs they call it.
NPCs. Yes, yes.
Is that trying to think of the legendary one?
Mm. This is
I'm not,
legendary. We'll
yeah,
make it legendary. We will make it
yeah,
legendary.
yeah.
Michael used this. It's gonna go. It's gonna go off on eBay
Yeah.
one day.
So
One
then,
day.
how are you making music for now?
Making music like so there's different parts. There's like the rapping part, the singing part, and then there's like the production part,
Yeah.
which came later.
Right. What came
So
first? What was first spark?
first was actually dancing.
Dancing. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Dancing, just a bunch of like Congolese music.
What sort of music?
I don't
Sorry.
know. I don't know if you've heard of like, have you heard of the song called Yope? It's
No, I
like
haven't.
a
No.
African song.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
famous. So it's that kind of music, the dancing type, and and also so dancing since I was like three-ish,
Three. Yeah,
three-ish. I always wanted to do music.
right.
Always, 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 always.
So like, which
And then,
let's say when you were about like what 16, 17, did you start getting
mm,
into rap at that time, or were you still sort of singing?
yeah, when we moved to Australia when I was like 13.
13, right? From where?
Then I started from Congo.
Congo, right?
Yes, yes. That was when I started to like get exposed to a lot of like rap and stuff, like Lil
Yeah,
Wayne, Busta Rhymes.
yeah,
Who else? Like Fat Joe. It was like the old school
big,
2010s guys before iPhones guys.
yeah,
Before there was Instagram
yeah,
guys. Yes, the old age. I used to like listen to them and now just write their raps. And I didn't
yeah,
speak English. So
yeah, right.
I could not write right. I was writing some wrong stuff. I remember giving it to my teacher, and my teacher was like, "Is this English?" I was like, "Yes, this is from Lil Wayne." And my teacher was like, "This is not English."
No, it's crazy to think like hip hop's impact and influence over the world. Like it's the most listened genre to now on the planet, and its impact is in countries you've never heard of. It's crazy to think.
Hip hop is getting everywhere. It's going Asia, it's going Africa, it's growing in Europe as well. Like Europe, they love hip hop as well. Like I was there for a second, but they love it
It's
really.
crazy to see like you see like up on Instagram like people from other countries that can barely speak English, but they're reciting full lyrics of like to say Eminem or something.
Facts. That's what I love about like hip hop, because hip hop is like it's not like somebody wrote it for you. Some people do that,
Yeah.
but like it's someone's life, and I feel like that's the most important thing of hip hop. Even if like most of the stuff that's now being put out is like it's not really helpful, like the stuff that's being said in the music. But like just the authenticity of hip hop, it's very rich. It's not like any genre. If you hear something from this guy, most of the time it's coming from him and it's
Yeah.
his life. So you feel connected, and that's what people want. That's what I guess. So what makes hip hop very rich is like you feel connected to that person. It's like, oh,
Mm.
I was going through the same thing, and okay, cool. Okay, so I guess it's fine.
What's
It's not like,
like the most what's like your most
mm,
precious album or record that like really
mhm.
changed around things in your life and you're like, damn man, I want to do this music stuff for real.
First of all, there's different stages. When I was like 3, that's when my dad was playing this Congolese music, and the song was from this African guy. His name is Son. You should look him up. Very
Yeah, right.
talented. So that
Mm.
was my first influence. So I cannot give anyone more props than that.
Yeah.
That was the early stage. So I'll give him the first props for just the inspiration and the dancing. It's like
Yeah.
it's very rare. Like you never know what your music is gonna do for someone else's life.
Mm.
It's very crazy. Like it's actually crazy. Like imagine if I never listened to him and I just like
Yeah.
you never know. So like that was the first that was the first introduction into music and my first like, well, I really love this. And then next, I think my next big inspiration was Michael Jackson when I moved to
Michael
Australia
Jackson.
like in 2009. Like I
Yeah.
was crazy, crazy Michael Jackson fan. I'm still a crazy Michael Jackson fan.
Mm.
Like I remember coming back from school and I would dance for like 3 hours straight every day.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
just fake moonwalking. I could not moonwalk to save my life. So
Mm.
Michael Jackson was very influential, especially with the dancing and stuff. And singing, Mike was very talented.
Yeah.
And then you go to high school, you know, 2000 and I think it was 2012. Kendrick just dropped Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah. Yeah.
My first I never listened to anything, but a bunch of kids from my school listened to it, and I was like, I wanted to impress my friends, and so I went and bought it. I'm glad I bought it. It's
Yeah,
very much one of those like very special like albums and stuff. And I also bought along with it, I bought Chris Brown, so I was still listening to my
Brown.
rap and I was still dancing as well. So you gotta balance it.
Yeah, right.
You gotta dance and you gotta be a thug dance.
Mm,
So yes, Kendrick was very inspirational and very different from a lot of raps that I was listening to.
mm,
It was kind of
mm,
like very conscious,
mm.
which we need in hip hop. I feel like it's going down. And, yeah, it was very conscious. It was like it was very helpful, I think, to a lot of people.
Do you listen to like a lot of old school hip hop as well?
Old school. My friend tried to put me on this like old school stuff like Tupac and like Biggie. I listened to
Yeah.
it, but not too much.
No, I feel like
Let
because
me
I
see.
listen to like a lot of like New York hip hop,
New
and
York.
there's a
Yes,
lot of conscious rappers out there from the
there's a
'90s.
lot.
Like,
Yes, there's the Rakims.
hmm?
There's like a bunch of other like even the
Yeah,
Wu-Tangs. There's a
Wu-Tang,
lot
yeah.
of there's a lot of great rappers, and I feel like that was the golden age of hip hop
Mhm.
before it became like super mainstream.
Mm,
Uh, Um, I think that still exists. I just think we need to showcase that more. Because
mm.
even in Melbourne, there's a lot of conscious rappers and
Yeah,
all
right,
that stuff. So
right.
we have to showcase the consciousness. Otherwise, it's just not gonna be helping the like the culture and stuff.
Mm.
And a lot of rappers now, it's just like my brother can rap better than you. Like, why should I listen to that if my little brother can rap better than you?
Yeah,
I might as well listen to. Because like, come on, you gotta push the bar. If you're on the main stage, you should be like top five. Okay.
right. I like it. I like that mindset.
You feel like how you gonna be on the main stage if your music is not like it's not up there like as far as like authenticity and like
Mm.
conscious and like you feel me like you can't just put someone there like okay maybe you had one song that's good that's okay but
Yeah.
continuously just saying the same stuff it's just not it's repetitive I feel like
Mm.
a lot of raps now. Mm,
Mm. Have you been writing a lot
so,
these days?
mm,
Have you been writing a lot these days?
I write when it comes. Whenever something comes, I write. Have you been writing? That's the question. You tell me.
Yeah, I've been writing heaps of music.
That's
Um,
good.
I normally like freestyling and just sort of going in with the session, make whatever on the
Nice.
spot.
Yeah.
But I'm sort of like realizing the drawbacks to that.
Mm,
And like
yeah.
writing is such a skill that you're gonna continuously work on lifelong.
Yeah. And you write from the standpoint of where you are.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best thing about writing. I think it's like
Mm.
for me, like for this past like 4 years where I've been like rapping a lot because my rapping has kind of like gone down a little bit, and
Okay.
I'm starting to like maybe mix a lot of singing more.
All right.
But I feel like rapping really was like therapeutic and like
Mm.
just seeing where I am, being able to convey where I am, where I want to be. Like
Mm.
I feel like that's one of the things that rap do better than any genres or
Mm.
music in general. And writing from where you are, from the standpoint of this is
Mm.
where I am, this is what I think. And
Mm.
if it's useful to people, you put it out.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the best things about rap is that you can really grow with your craft. Like you can look back and listen to your first song and be like, "Oh, I was here. I was going through this. This girl broke up with me, so I
Yeah.
started crying and made this song." And then I matured, and then 10 years later, I don't even care. So I feel like that's
Mm.
one of the best things about rap, and I feel like
I
we
just
have
put
to encourage.
I
Mm,
just put two tracks out on SoundCloud, and like they sound a lot better.
yes.
And I look back at my stuff from 2 years ago, And
Mm.
I can't even believe how I like managed to put that out.
Yeah,
It's just
and
crazy to think before and after.
yeah, because you grow quickly, especially if you
Yeah.
meet like creatives that are willing to share
And
uh,
you
their
committed as well.
yeah, if they're willing to share their techniques and where they are, because a lot of people like a few people are willing to share, but most people like it's very hard to like give them like I don't want you to catch up on me. Like
Mm,
it's not a competition. It's just like if you're here, what can I gain from you so we can create like better art? Like that's the
mm,
only thing.
mm,
So that's how I look at it. So I think that's gonna be a lot of my focus and
mm,
just to make sure that whoever is around me, like in my circle, like know like I know how to like create something from the scratch and like you
mm,
can do it yourself and you
mm,
can it's really not that much. I think a lot of people don't tell people because they want to make money out of it
mm.
and it's good, it's okay, it's understandable, but at the end of the day it's a tool that can like I don't know, it can change someone's life. Like music, man, is so
Yeah,
powerful,
yeah, crazy. Yeah, seriously.
powerful and there's a lot of school does not really give you freedom to express
Mm,
yourself, to work on your mental health or your body.
yeah,
And I feel like if you're creative, it kind of gives you a head start to
mm,
just get out of those traps quickly.
mm.
That's what I
Because
always feel.
I think you said you went to JMC for a semester or two, right?
Yes, and I quit it.
What was
I
that
quit it.
like?
It was okay. It was good. There was some good information, but
Mm.
it was very basic. I
Yeah,
think
it's just
if
bloody expensive, man. It's
and it's
crazy expensive.
and it's also expensive. I think if you
Yeah,
want
very expensive.
to learn anything,
Mm,
just the best way is just I'm still learning as well. Like my mixing is not as good as I want. My
mm,
production is not as good as I can. So I'm
mm,
still learning. I think the next thing for me is to just meet those people who are on that level that I want my music to be
mm,
on and like
mm,
just like have a course with them and like maybe have a few classes with them where they can
mm.
show me like what exactly do they do because I've done that before with mixing which kind
Uh-huh.
of helped me a lot with one of my friends like he kind of like he like spent like 2 hours and I just like paid him and I was like okay can you teach me everything that you know about mixing
Yeah, you
he
told
didn't
me this story
finish.
before.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't finish everything about mastering, but like he taught me a lot about mixing, and that kind of helped.
Mhm.
So that's those kind of things. Which, if I went to uni, probably take me like 10 classes just to learn that, because there's a
Yeah.
hundred people in the class. There's 100 questions. People you're on the same, you're on the different levels with like someone
Mhm.
is on a beginner level, another one's like an expert. So your question is gonna take 10 minutes, 100 minutes before they get to you. So it really depends, but I really wouldn't recommend someone to go to unless there's like a specific opportunity for you
Mm,
that they are only offering there than anywhere else. But
mm.
it's really it's really tough. And the best thing to get in the industry, like a lot of people go to those unis so they can have like a recommendation on their like whatever on their resume, and like I went to this uni.
Yeah, yeah.
The only recommendation you need is their skill. That's the only
Yeah,
thing.
100%.
Your skill.
100%.
Because once people realize like you're good, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to this guy. I don't care if this guy has 10 like certificates or whatever. So that skill is very important, which I have to focus on and keep
Mm-hmm.
building all aspects. Writing, production, mixing, mastering,
Yeah.
and the biggest of them all, marketing, which is like a
Yeah.
beast, which I
Yeah.
have no idea really. So, so it's a learning progress. Yes, yes.
Mm.
What is your inspiration? When did you start listening to rap?
So I think going up through high school, I was a big EDM guy. I loved EDM.
EDM.
Yeah, so I think it was like what, to 2015. Then I really sort of like fell in love with hip hop. So around that time, that was when I think like Drake and like 21 Savage and Future, and that all
Yep.
sort of came on.
Mm,
Then I fell in love with Canadian hip hop.
Canadian. I haven't listened to much. Maybe Drake. Drake is only
Yeah,
Canadian
Drake,
for me.
Weekend, they're like some of the big ones, but
Yes.
the whole sound coming out of there is just like insane.
Mm,
So like I tend to listen to like modern stuff, a lot of melodic hip hop.
yes. Yes. Yes.
Like Edward with the Hoodie.
I've heard of him. I've heard of
Like I'll
him.
listen to a lot of those sort of guys. Um,
Mm.
do you like, do you find that you tend to go through like producing phases and like writing phases and sort of like video phases?
I try to sometimes, but yes,
Because it's hard,
yes, yes,
man. It's
yes.
hard doing every single thing.
It is, but I'm kind of like I'm structured. I think the best thing for me now, because right now I have like 10 songs that I need to produce,
10 songs.
which is not good. So I think the best thing is as soon as you have a song or you have an idea that you want to produce,
Mm,
quickly produce it. So you don't wait until you have like 10 songs piled up like me. That's
yeah.
not good. But
So
yes,
do you tend to make tracks out of every single song you produce, or do you sort of, pick
no,
out?
no. So my idea how I start like creative process. So if
Mm,
it's rap mostly, it's
uh-huh.
like a maybe like a thought. I don't know how you write, but this is so if I have like some thought that comes to my mind, that's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
People can use that, or like I like that. And I just keep following that thought and like write whatever comes. And then try to figure out how to make a hook. And then I go to make the beat.
Yeah.
That's how I'm making songs now. But before, I used to just go and sit and just touch the piano because I can't play. I can just touch it and just
Nah.
whenever I feel like something is like good, okay, then I play that.
Mm.
And I know a
What
few
sort of
chords, and
what
that's
sort
it.
of
Mm.
VSTs are you using?
Sorry.
What
What's
what sort
called
of plugins you got?
Paul? What is
Plugins.
that?
Plugins.
Plugins. Oh la la. I really don't have a lot of crazy plugins.
Do you go with Logic, yeah?
I have Logic, but I'm using a bunch of Spitfire audio. They actually have one of the best like live sounds, like
What's that? Speedfire.
Indo Spitfire Spitfire Labs. It's called
It's
Spitfire
like
Labs. They have a lot
a
of good,
sample library.
yeah, they have like a bunch of like drums, uh, keys, keyboards, and they have a bunch of like free stuff. And I have a bunch of like, I just downloaded a bunch of their free plugins.
Is
So
that?
that's what I'm using.
Oh, damn right. Yeah, shit.
So please check it out.
Yeah.
Spitfire Labs. That's what I'm using because they have a lot of like live instrument. Like it's not like I still have my 808s if I need to use them,
Yeah.
but they have a lot of like good drums. They sound like very like realistic, and
Do you tend to use like a lot of sort of raw
yeah.
sounds?
Now I'm starting to use it because I like it more.
Mm.
And they also have like a bunch of like hip hop, like what, like 1970, 1980
Right.
hip hop drums.
Yeah.
It's like so yes. I haven't really made a bunch of like hip hop with you. This one I've made like pop,
Mhm.
like singing, like all that other stuff. But
What about synthesizers?
hmm?
What about synths?
Sorry,
What about synthesizers?
synthesizers. They do have synthesizers. They have
Do
every
you use them?
single instrument. I have some. I think I've used them maybe once.
Do you
They
stick
have a lot.
to more sort of instruments then? Do you tend to stick
Hmm.
more to piano?
Yes, I feel like I'm more connected to piano.
Yeah,
Every
right.
time when I start a beat, I always go to the piano and like
Mm.
I could have shown you, but so if I have like a melody in my head, like dun dun dun
Mm.
dun 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 dun, dun I will go on the piano because I can't play. I can't just sit there just go dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun. Dun. I'll just go there and wait. I'll listen to the first melody and go like dun 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 dun,
that already
and
sounds.
it'll take me like five
Yeah.
minutes, and then I record that, and then once I record those like melody,
Mm-hmm.
and then I find the whichever note is like leading,
Mm-hmm.
and then from that note, I check if it's like a major chord or minor chord, and I just
Mm-hmm.
click, and then I just put the chords next.
Mm.
So it's very simple. It's actually a very simple method. Anyone can do it. Even if you can't play piano, you don't need to know how to like freaking play piano. Like,
Mm.
um, so you can just do that. You can
Mm.
sit there and like one chord at a time. Dun, dun, dun. It's like, nah, that's not right. You have to look, and it's like, okay, that's that. So it
In
takes
FL
time.
Studio, in FL Studio,
Mm,
there's a really helpful feature.
yeah.
It's called the key helper. No, sorry, it's called note scales. So,
What is that?
so essentially, when you're in the piano roll,
Mm,
it'll tell you all the keys that are in that song key, all the notes that are in the key.
nice, nice, nice.
So you can never go wrong. You can never go out of key.
Yes.
So that's
Oh,
something I don't produce too often, but if I'm in that mood, if I'm in that zone, that's a
yes.
really good tool.
Yes, I think that can be very useful, especially
Mm,
if you've recorded and you want to like finish the composition,
mm,
you can definitely do that. Um, yeah, that's actually a useful key. My friend used to do
mm.
that, but I don't know how to do it, so I have to ask him. That's very useful. Yes,
Now, what do
yes,
you think? Do
yes.
you use Pro Tools quite often?
I used Pro Tools last time, I think it was like 2 years ago. I was
Yeah,
in the
no,
studio just. But
I'm
Pro
not the
Tools
biggest.
nice. It's nice for recording and all that.
Mm.
It's very good.
Now, see, my recording
Um,
process is super, super simple. So I've been using FL Studio my whole life, so I know it inside out.
FL,
So
yes,
for
yes,
me,
yes.
I can record and mix and do everything all in the same project file.
Mm,
So I can do the writing, recording, and mixing on the one project file. And like that for me is extremely important.
yes, yes, yes. And all in FL.
All in FL, yeah.
Okay, that's very, very, very impressive. I haven't.
So what do you, yeah, Pro Tools, yeah. That's right, yeah.
I use right now. I'm using Logic.
Yeah.
I'm using Logic for now, but definitely want to get Pro Tools. I think it's okay. I haven't.
Mhm.
I think it's good for recording voices and stuff.
Mhm.
But
I saw I saw on your Instagram story you had like this little what beat you were working on, and I think
mm,
I saw what you had the CLA 76s. You had the Waves plugin installed on your thing.
Waves. I have a couple Waves plugins, and I
Yeah,
still
did you
have to
buy
get
them
more.
separately?
I actually bought those from Waves and Roll. Let me see how many plugins I have. I have a bunch of like just a few for mixing.
Mm.
I think I
Did
got them
you bought them
last year.
separately?
Mm-hmm.
You bought them separately.
I think I did, and it was very expensive. Yeah,
No,
but it
yeah,
was
'cause,
worth it.
so these days they've got all the subscription models,
Yes, that's what my friends
and they're
just
so
told me. So that's a new.
damn cheap.
So
So damn cheap.
now,
That's crazy.
now you can get like some subscription or something, and you can
Yeah.
use all of them, which I'm
Mm.
gonna play. I'm planning to get
I've got the Universal Audio stuff.
Universal.
Audio.
Oh, mm,
That's the best in the world, hands down.
word. Okay, okay. You showed me. You
Yeah,
showed me.
Universal Audio. I've been waiting so damn long for this because
Mm,
so I had the Black Friday sale, so I just picked it up for real cheap. So Waves is crackable. Um, FabFilter is crackable.
what is
Native Instruments is
crackable?
crackable. Like you can just pirate it.
Huh?
You
You
can
can
pirate it.
pirate.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
So every
Pirate.
single plugin. So I've been using Waves for God knows how long, and I just cracked it. I
Okay,
just had the pirated version.
okay, okay.
But Universal
I'll send them.
Audio
Yes.
is the only one that's sort of unbreakable.
Okay, okay. That's good. You show me next time. I want
Yeah,
to
I'm sure
see
100%.
how you mix and stuff.
No,
I think
so I'm a big, so for like most of my time, I've used the T-Rack stuff, T-Rax 5.
oh, okay. What is that?
That's just the name of the company.
Uh,
But they've got really good analog emulations.
okay.
So a lot of people say that their stuff is better than Wave stuff, and
Yes.
I kind of think it's true.
Mm,
So I just tend to sort of stick to them. Like, are
okay.
you using like a sort of like a Neve 1073 emulation?
Yeah. What is that?
So what's your plugin flow looking like for your vocals and stuff like that?
Uh, Plugin flow. Just a bunch of EQs,
Yes, are
bunch of
you using stock EQs?
compressors. Hey, don't tell anyone. Shh. For now, I'm using stock. But I know that there's some
Bro, but
better.
it's crazy like how good you can make stock sound.
Yeah, you can tweak it. You can tweak it.
Like I think a lot of people out there are very compulsive of, having the best plugins to make things sound good.
Yes, you have to
But like
learn.
oftentimes in EQ, it's the person who's doing it. It's the ears that matter, not what plugins being put in.
Yes, and also, especially for the voices, I think recording is very important as well.
Mm, mm,
What's coming in, is it clear? Because it takes
mm,
a lot of time to mix it.
mm.
Um, yes,
No, see, I love mixing, but at times when you want to get content out, it feels
mm,
like the worst thing in the world to do because you know it's going to take so damn long. And I'm such a perfectionist with the way that I work.
yeah,
Something
I
that should
love
take me a
mixing.
few hours will take me a
Yeah,
day.
actually, it's crazy. Like I love production, love recording, love
Mm.
writing. There's something about mixing. It makes you feel, it just makes you feel like a doctor. It's good. I just
Oh my
like it.
god, bro! Like especially when you listen to the same thing for like six
Wow.
hours straight, it does your head in.
Yes, it does your head in, but at the same time, you kind of like, you have so much control. You
Mm.
realize that you can still mess up the song. Just one
Oh man,
compressor, you fuck up everything. Mess
there'll
up
be
everything.
oftentimes when I work, like all night on a track, and I wake up the next morning, I'm like, oh, did I make this song better or worse?
Yes, that happens a lot, a lot.
Mm.
And I think now I'm starting to realize making small changes, I think, kind of helps. So you don't make
Mm.
drastic changes just to get
Mm.
a little
Mm.
clarity. And I definitely need some coaching on that. I think
Mm.
engineering is
Mm.
definitely one of the stuff. I can sit and like mix for like 6 hours straight and not move.
Mm.
So if I have to sit that long, the song better be good. I'm not gonna sit here and wait 6 hours and editing some songs, some trap songs, just talking about girls and
Mm.
all this. So so it's kind of like, so if when you have that, like right now you're already like engineering your music.
Mm.
When you have that mindset of an engineer, like you
Mhm.
don't want to sit 6 hours editing some
Mm.
trash song. So it kind
Mm.
of like throws you back into like, okay, so if I have to make a song,
Mhm.
first of all, I have to like it, and it has to mean something to me.
Mm.
Otherwise, I'm not going to sit there and like just wait 6 hours. Just,
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is a good song. I don't want to sit there. It has to be a good
Yeah,
song.
but like video editing must be the exact same process.
Yeah, definitely. And I
That's just
think,
something I don't want to get my head in.
mhm, definitely, because by video editing things, it's a little bit. I think music editing is a little bit more challenging, but
Yeah, exactly.
video editing also, the best thing about video editing is also like how you shoot it.
Mm.
Did you do the right show? Did you go to enough location? Did you have just if even if it's just one location, how
Mm,
does it look? Like how does it look? Especially also with music is the same thing. How does the music sound? Is it good? Is the shot good? Is
mm,
it attractive? Like do you like it?
mm,
So I think that's why I say every artist has to know how to mix, has to know how to like engineer because
mm,
it gives you a better perspective of what you want to create. It's okay if you don't do it, but if you do it, it definitely helps create your art much better,
mm.
much better, much better, much better.
I think you told me what it was like last month or something. You said you were doing something up in Melbourne Central.
Melbourne Central, I'm planning to do a shoot there.
For yeah, pretty
Yes,
long that
yes.
one. Yeah.
I'll do it a live shoot. I'm kind of loving this, like just rock up and just do like a live shoot.
Mm,
I feel like that's kind of like it's not like 'cause people want real life. I feel like the more real, it's like we're going back to hip hop again. Like the more
yeah.
real you give people, the
Yeah.
more interested they are in you. Imagine you just pull up a guitar and like
Mm,
pull up to like a sunset that looks nice and put your camera there in like a nice angle and just play.
mm,
Or you
mm,
just pull up like with your backup music and you put up a guitar and it's like a really cool background and like people are there and you're just like singing or rapping and
mm.
that's your life.
Yeah.
But in a music video, still music video is dope. Like I love music videos, but like
Mm,
I feel like giving people more authentic stuff is very needed.
mm,
It's very needed because a bunch of people can make trash songs and have really good music
mm,
videos.
mm.
And I feel like that's where we are right now. Really great music videos, but like the music
Yeah.
is just we
Yeah.
gotta go back to the music. That's
Mm,
even like this is how music impacts everything.
yeah.
It's like it doesn't only impact like the engineering, it impacts the video as well. Like
Mm,
we don't care how good the video is. How is the music? Is the music good or is it
yeah.
trash? If it's trash, I don't want to watch your video. Okay, I like the
Yeah.
video. You did some nice backflips. That's cool.
Mm,
But I
mm.
still can't. No one's gonna be watching that on Spotify. They listen to it.
Yeah.
So it takes you back again. It's
Mm,
like another step. And also
mm,
marketing. Marketing.
mm-hmm.
Marketing will tell you everything you need to know about your music. Is it trash? Is
Mm.
it good? People will be like, I kind of like it, but my brother makes better songs. No. Yes, so marketing is also another level of like
Mm,
knowing whether your music is okay. But regardless, people are gonna like it or not. It's really not a problem. But
mm,
at the end of the day, you have to like it, and you have to be like, okay, this is the best that I can do.
mm, mm.
And I think that's what's important. I think Rick, I don't know, his name is like Rick Rubin. He's like one of the
Yeah,
producers
recruitment,
of the
yeah.
school.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he was saying that people don't know what they need. The artist knows what he needs.
Mm,
So you can't create from the standpoint of like, oh, people are gonna love this. I gotta make
mm.
this. You have to create what you like, what you need, and then
Yeah.
somebody is gonna relate to it. Because if you can't relate to the crap that you're making,
Mm,
what are you creating it for?
mm,
So that's where a lot of time I shift in my music, and people like, I think, caught people off guard, and was like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I wasn't expecting you to sing. I was expecting you to be a thug, Michael.
mm.
Come on, keep up with the thug life. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm waking up. I do my shambhavi. I'm feeling
Mhm.
different. I'm feeling good.
Uh-huh.
What do you want me to be a thug for? I don't live in Chicago. I don't have guns with me. Like, I'm living my life. This is who I am. So having that authentic, coming from that authentic place and
Mm-hmm.
knowing what you're saying and
So,
like,
I think that's like one of my takeaways from you, man. That's like, it's your thing, man. Like, always keep it
it's,
authentic, always keep it
yeah,
real.
it's your
Just talk
thing.
about what's true for you.
Yes, and that's what people connect to.
Mm.
Even if it's trash, people connect that it's you. Like somebody's gonna like connect with it.
I like that, bro.
Even if it's trash, like I know some of the songs I create are trash, but it's me.
Mm.
I take it. Because sometimes it's not even about quality.
Yeah.
It's just about like expressing
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like a different frequency that you're on. But
Yeah.
everything that I put out, I always see that it's useful to other people. If it's
Yeah.
just
I like
like
that.
something that's
Service,
like,
man.
yeah, but if it's just like
Yeah.
something that's therapeutic, I'm just letting go of like bad emotions. I'm kind of like second guessing, like I might not be able to put that out because you don't know, maybe someone might be feeling a little bit down and then they listen to me feeling
Mm.
way down and then I'm like, because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know how to like react to emotions, especially kids. That's why I
Mm.
think it's very dangerous to allow kids to listen to a lot of unconscious music because they take these
Mm-hmm.
words and they just use them. And I feel like
No,
if
that's
a
the funny shit, actually.
yeah,
If I listen back to some of the stuff that I used to listen when I was like 12,
facts.
13, and I'm like, what the hell? That's what they're talking about?
It's like you can't even listen to it now, and you listen
Yeah.
to it when we were young.
Mm.
So it's very important. If you create art, you create something that's beneficial to you and people around you. If
Mm.
you're gonna share it, if you don't plan to share it, then you can create whatever you want. But if you share something, like
Mm.
make something that's fruitful to other people,
Mm.
and I think the mainstream is based on like business. They want to make
Mm.
money. They do
Mm.
not care about your mental health. They don't care about your kids. They want money. How
Yeah.
can we get money?
Yeah.
Hey, what can we do? Can we talk about lean? Can we talk about girls? Can we like talk badly about women? Like
Yeah.
how the talk about women is like, I don't want to call my mother
Yeah.
a B word. Like my mother raised me, like my sister raised me. Like I don't want to call any of my sisters this shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like even if it's just a song,
Mm.
like it's not just a song. Like kids are listening to this, parents are listening to this, people are bumping their heads to this. Like if you're
Yeah.
talking about like stuff that doesn't make sense, I'm not gonna listen to you.
Mm.
So I think, yeah, I think parents need to monitor their kids on what they listen to.
Mm.
As far as adults, you're free to listen to whatever you want.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is just like business, but it's a duty of each artist to create something that's fruitful. You want
Mm.
people to listen to you and like, even if you talk about your pain, you talk about all these, you can
Mm.
put it in a way that's like growth. And if it's not that, it's really a matter of mm, mm, like maybe I should keep it to myself or like,
Mm.
but it's cool if you want to share it, you can still share it. I think we just need to let the kids know. The kids have to be more aware of what to listen to and watch, because a lot of stuff is not helping. Like a lot of hip
Like,
hop is just like
I feel like
weird.
when it was 1994 or sometime when Eminem first came to the scene,
Mm,
and he used to make jokes about this shit, like how well I think sixth graders are sneaking in Eminem CDs.
mm.
Do you remember
Oh, what did you say?
that? Eminem he makes jokes about how like kids are sort of hiding their CDs from their parents.
Yes, yes,
I thought that was hilarious, just like the way he does it.
yes, yes, yes. But at the same time, I understand like hip hop is like revolutionary, and but you still have to influence the kids to. You have to put an impact there. That's like, if you
Mm,
want kids to listen to this, you have to put it in a way that you expect kids to take it as a
mm,
positive influence for them.
mm,
Uh, and I think that's what's missing in hip hop. I think they're pushing a lot of negativity. into like
Mm.
especially like black culture, and like that's why you see like a lot of men in jail. It's
Mm.
not by coincidence. Like it's not coincidence. It's like planned and
Mm.
like perfectly like we want you to talk about this, and when you talk about this, we're
Mm.
gonna make this much money. Do you want to speak? Do you want to be conscious like Michael, or do you want to make this much money? Like, yo, I want to be rich, man. I want to get late, man. Let's get late. Yeah, let's get late. Let's go to the strip club. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting anyone to like be conscious if they're not on that level. Oh, I know what I have to put out. So I think from
Mm.
each standpoint, each artist has to like you do what you can.
Mm.
And you just let the kids know, like, that's trash. Like, man, you
Mm.
can't be talking to women like that. Like,
Mm.
you feel me? Like, you can't
Mm.
talk to women like B words and like
Mm.
all this, I don't know what they called the words. It's just not right.
That's what it's
Uh,
really.
it's not right. It's not helpful. It's not helping the community. It's not helping the families. You know, I don't listen to half of these rappers anymore. Like I haven't listened to anyone. Like who did I listen to last time? I don't know. Like I haven't listened to anyone. Like
Yeah,
no
yeah,
one,
right, right,
no one. All my idols. I'm starting to realize like this.
yeah.
Come on, nah. Cause
Mm.
but it's not really like a blame game. It's just
Mm.
I realized that art is very powerful, and people listen to rap. They don't listen to it to like be negative. They listen to it so they can have fun. And if you're an
Mm.
artist who's creative, who can put down like drums and all this stuff together, that sounds good. Please tell people to don't drive people into the wrong direction,
Mm. Mm.
because that's not gonna help anyone. Even if you make $1 billion,
Yeah.
your impact is not gonna be like helpful to anyone. I'd
Mm.
much rather impact people positively and be like
Mm.
$0,
Mm.
zero. That's just true. Like I'm
Mm.
more like I think my focus is just on like creating great music. Not
Mm.
only like not only like what I say or how I make it, but like just the sonic. How does it sound? Because like
Mm.
a lot of stuff that we listen to, like old school music, like whoever it was, like the old school guys that we still listen to it, like the Beatles or whatever other
Mm.
music that people listen to. That's like old
Mm.
school, like before we
Mm.
were born and shit. Like their music was good, and that's the only
Mm.
thing that every artist has to focus on
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
create great music.
Yeah.
People will catch up. They might not like it today. They might not like it next month,
Yeah.
but eventually, someone it's gonna catch someone. So
Yeah.
take your time with your music.
Mm.
Like, don't be in a rush. Like, I feel like
Mm.
that's what I'm doing.
Mm.
And try to create something that lasts and, like, helpful. I've been listening to a lot of reggae, like
Yeah, right.
Bob Marley every
Bob
day,
Marley, yeah. Yeah.
every day, every day.
Shit.
Mm. So,
But
yeah.
you wanna wrap it up, bro? It's like almost what, 12, man.
Yes, wrap it up so you can go to sleep.
Yeah, it's late. I mean, my bad,
Wrap
bro.
it
It's
up.
actually lasting a while,
Wrap
so
it up.
um,
Can we save the video or no? Maybe we can
yeah,
use
I think it's
some.
yeah, bro, 100, yeah, that'd be awesome. I think
Yeah.
if I it's gonna pop
Yes.
up on my Facebook,
Awesome.
and most likely should be able to
Most
download it.
likely we can save it and download it.
Yeah, yeah. We'll find a way, man. We'll find a way. Because you, bro, you had some wise pieces of wisdom.
Yes, yes, you too, my friend.
All right. All right, man. I'll cut it up.
Okay, thank you. Bye
All
bye.
right, man.